Good morning. Safety message for the week of August 28th, 2023. Workplace violence. Number 2 in fatalities regarding business. And so therefore, I chose this talk, hearing how people behaviors get out of control sometimes. So here we go. They talk about, this is from the BLR, and I'm cutting to the chase to get to the talk. It's sad that the fact of violence in the workplace has become a serious issue in all kinds of business. Although dramatic, multiple homicide incidents are highly publicized. It's almost, to me, becoming commonplace. They represent a very small number of workplace violent incidents. The majority of the incidents that employers and workers deal with on a daily basis are causes of assaults, domestic violence, stalking, threats, harassment, and physical or emotional abuse that make no headlines. We can prevent situations that can result in violence by recognizing the circumstances and people most likely to pose a danger, and by being alert to personal safety precautions. Workplace violence can have work-related or personal causes, and attackers can be anybody, such as co-workers, former workers, customers, or a complete stranger for that matter. Sometimes job stress can make people desperate to get even, if you will. Job loss or fear of losing a job. A warning, reprimand from a supervisor, not receiving a raise or promotion. Acts or words considered unfair or hostile. Tension with coworkers or supervisors that have not been resolved. But there's no profile of a person who will commit violence in the workplace. It has to do with behaviors. But there's no profile of a person who will commit violence in the workplace. It has to do with behaviors. Don't ignore signs and behaviors of violence in others, such as vowing revenge, intimidating others, talking about weapons, or holding grudges. Blaming others for problems, having angry outbursts. Sometimes personal problems can spill over into the workplace. For an example, an abusive partner or one unable to accept the breakup of a romance or a marriage may track an employee to work and trigger a physical attack. If there's a grudge or romantic obsession, the employees may be stalked or threatened at work. Also, alcohol drug abuse can make a person who's upset become violent. So, it's important that you are dealing with domestic violence. Please let us know about it. One of the most important ways to avoid violence is to know how to respond if you're faced with an attacker or someone who frightens you. If you are confronted by an attacker, coworker, customer, or a stranger, do not argue. Do not respond with a threat. Do not do anything to increase the person's anger. Do remain calm. Do decide a warning signal with members or department for this purpose. Do scream to alert someone if you have to. Do anything you can to avoid going somewhere with an attacker. You must report any violence, no matter who it is involved, even if it's someone you like. Don't protect an attacker you know. It will leave the opportunity for future violence or implicate you in a crime. Be responsible. Do not let anyone in your workplace. Alert security. Cooperate with security guards. Pay attention to emergency training that's provided. Take any personal work-related threat or violent behavior seriously and report it. Let someone know when you're working overtime, and try not to work alone. And finally, if at all possible, don't leave workplace alone. That is my message for the week. Make a good choice and be safe, everyone.